Durban and Pietermaritzburg are expected to be given a new leadership today. The ANC in KZN is holding a media briefing at the provincial headquarters in Durban, where they will announce their candidates. Now, on Tuesday last week, they confirmed the redeployment of ANC EXCO members at the eThekwini and Msunduzi municipalities. This after finding poor service delivery within the cities. Our reporter Karinda Jagmohan is at the provincial headquarters. Karinda, very good morning to you, and thank you for joining us. It's really been a tense situation. We saw Zandile Gumede supporters coming out in their numbers, out in the streets. It turned chaotic, it was violent, and now there are new people that need to be put in these positions. Who are the front runners in this position?
Well, good morning to you, Paul. We understand that there are three front runners for the position of eThekwini mayor. Specifically, those are the MEC of Transport in KZN, Mxolisi Kaunda, the former Director General of the province, Njilo, and the Economic Development and Tourism MEC, Nomusa Dube. She was also previously the Kokta MEC for several years. So we understand that they are the ones who've been touted that can replace the Zandile Gumede, who was previously the eThekwini mayor since 2016. But from what we understand is that Nomusa Dube has turned down the position, and now it's between Njilo and Kaunda as to who will lead the city going forward, taking the ANC into the local government elections. But now this seems to be a bit of a problem here, because I want to remind you that the ANC Women's League has previously spoken out, the President Batabile Dlamini coming to this office and saying that she wants a woman in leadership for the city. As you know, Zandile Gumede was the first female to lead the city, and they want to see this continuing going forward. So we're yet to see how the Provincial Working Committee of the ANC is going to balance this, is going to ensure that there are females within the leadership of both Durban and Pietermaritzburg.
And looking at the climate, I mean, it looks very calm as you stand behind you. I'm just gathering in the atmosphere. They're very calm in comparison to what we've seen in recent weeks around this leadership position in that province. What's it looking like outside?
Well, it does look a bit calm here outside the doors of the provincial office, but I want to tell you that behind us, we've got armoured vehicles, a SAPS armoured vehicle, we've got Metro Police and SAPS presence, as well as the cars of PWC members. And the reason that the SAPS presence is here is in anticipation of any protests that might break out as this announcement is being made. You know that in recent months, the supporters of Zandile Gumede have been furious at the decisions made by the ANC top five, and although they've been interdicted from protesting outside the office, SAPS is still on guard, just anticipating any protest that might break out following the announcement that should be made in the next half an hour or so.
So talking about Zandile Gumede, who's held a powerful position there, and really looking at the acceptance, has she accepted that this has now culminated into the situation that is now resulting in the positions being filled?
Well, I must tell you, the former mayor seems to have a presence now on Twitter and Instagram. She's released her own statements on those platforms, saying that she is remaining silent, choosing to remain silent, but of course fighting, firstly, her case of corruption against her, maintaining her innocence in that regard, and of course fighting to stay on as mayor of eThekwini. We're yet to hear from the ANC in KZN whether or not the EXCO members have in fact handed in their resignations. This is because on Tuesday, some EXCO members of eThekwini were present at an EXCO meeting at the Durban City Hall, and they were there because they were still in their positions despite being redeployed a week prior to that, with the ANC saying that they're yet to hand in their resignations. So of course today the ANC top five will of course say whether or not the former EXCO members have handed in their resignations, and where they will be deployed further on from there. We also expect to be addressed by members of the top five in the province. province. Previously, we were addressed by just the Secretary, Mdumiseni Ntuli, but we just took a walk in a bit earlier on and we saw about 6 chairs, and it's of course a much more grander media briefing in terms of the setting that has been placed out. So we expect more official members of the ANC to tell us what is going to be happening to the cities of Durban and Pietermaritzburg moving forward into the local government elections.
Thank you so much. Let's leave it there. Of course, our reporter Karinda Jagmohan outside there just monitoring this really groundbreaking story. A new leadership is expected to be unveiled. And of course, we know that there's been a lot of tension in KwaZulu-Natal. And as soon as those names are announced, we'll take you live to that press briefing.